killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own. What did they do next? Open the sword, which is why the sheath was off. Right, okay.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
There we go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
And then she died.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Isn't that right, Leon?
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Time battle is about to be... Absolutely, I thought that was the last bit of it, come on.
It usually is.
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. You like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm.
It's like a rhythm game.
What? Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Okay. Press the X button to lock onto opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
Okay, a rhythm game.
Personally, I suck at this bit, but...
And they're weak... Well, especially since the controller hasn't been working for me in the normal parts. Weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press triangle to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. If you hit their statement fast enough, you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time to fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
You're like, visual novels can't have that many
When
gameplay
the killer
styles,
broke
right?
the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
This is the first trial, so of course they're going to do a bunch of
So
tutorials.
what did the killer use?
Since you already know all this, the next trial goes a lot faster.
Go to the doorknob.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yeah, it's like a rhythm game.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Good. I'd have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
You just press X to lock onto a statement and press triangle to shoot it down.
Okay.
You just have to do it in rhythm.
Right.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
So...
It wasn't me. Stupid.
Yeah, press triangle. You gotta press triangle so it doesn't smack into you and so you lose health.
You
Right.
kidding me?
Okay.
Not a chance. You lied. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Make sure you're
Not
doing
a
it in
chance.
tempo.
Okay, got it.
Wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Here's your proof. You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Stupid.
Final strike.
Where's your proof?
Oh, the bullshit.
Quickly. If you missed that, you have to do the whole minigame over again.
Okay.
That's
Well,
what
I didn't. I wasn't sure if I had to switch through bullets again,
I think you do later.
or like a.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Not that I had to switch bullets, but I wasn't sure if multiple statements were gonna pop up.
No, there's only the one, but I think later you do have to switch through bullets.
Okay. Screw on the bathroom doors were removed.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
He was caught.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Interesting face there.
Always. Well, one B.
Oh, come on! Of course it would have been the rhythm game. Final results is an overall A. It wasn't perfect, but ayo.
No, just that.
Did I get 93 coins?
They're coming in abundance.
What the fuck? Wait, so another thing, right? So, if you have to kill to get out of here, that would imply, in order for me to be successful in the game, I have to murder someone and get out. Or everyone in Secession gets murdered up until the point there's only 2 people left. And I have to be like, you know what? You did it. I know I didn't do it. I fucking blame you.
Majority vote votes you. I'm the majority at this point.
Right?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor.
So if you don't vote, you also get punished? Lovely.
I mean, I guess.
Well, I mean, okay, so if someone doesn't vote, does that mean that the culprit gets away and everyone else dies again?
I don't know. I don't think there's just any time
Scenario where that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't remember anyone never voting.
Okay.
I honestly don't know why he
let's
mentions
get
it.
excited. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Is it even gonna give me the choice to make the wrong... It would be funny, like, after all that, you've chosen who it is.
Choose this yourself.
Fucking choose myself.
Ba-da-da-dum.
Leon S. Kennedy. What?
He was here for some reason. Nope, it was Leon the entire time. And not Byakuya.
Alright. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
He kept saying it was Byakuya, but it wasn't him.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Because they
Leon.
made it look obvious.
He never once targeted Leon.
That is true,
He came
because
out
he
of
didn't
nowhere.
say anything. He actually took part in the investigation by mentioning the fact that the room signs were changed. So, it didn't look like he was doing anything. I was expecting someone who wasn't taking part, which he wasn't. Yeah, he was looking around on his own, but he didn't offer anything specific about the scenario, other than the cleaning room, I think.
I think that's mostly just his personality.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? After almost getting killed.
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
Well, when she was locked in the bathroom, he could have walked away.
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here.
No, but when she was locked in the bathroom, he could have just walked away.
He could have, but then he would have mentioned it to everyone. That she attempted to kill him. Plus, if he could get away with it,
Wait.
then he...
But if he mentioned it to everyone, the problem's solved.
Well, yeah, and then no one died, so no trial. Which makes sense, they just be cautious of her later. But, at the same time, if he can make it turn around and look like she's, you know, if he could kill her instead and make it look like Makoto did it, or he didn't know it was Makoto's room, but make it look like someone else did it, then he could get free. It was just like a perfect opportunity for him to do it instead of her, because it was either one of them was gonna go. So it was either him who was dead, or like in that scenario, one person still died. He thought Sayaka died in her own room, which could play it off as a suicide or something, but
Right.
which is another thing. Like, if there's a class trial, what if there is no culprit? What if a person committed suicide?
Then wouldn't they be considered the murderer? Murderer
They'd
of
be
themselves?
considered, yeah, but they
If
they
it's a
wouldn't be
suicide-
present to...
If it's a suicide, then they'd be the murderer of themselves, and they've already been punished.
Right. But, like, what if we chose someone else?
But everyone would be killed because of a suicide.
But there would, be legitimately no evidence to show a suicide.
Well, it's not true.
Like, the room would have been perfectly clean, no evidence, like, she wouldn't have written anything down, she would have just been dead in a shower. There would have been no evidence, because there wouldn't have been a struggle, she would have walked into the room and killed herself. But everyone else would have thought it was someone who came in and did it. I mean, yeah, people figure out how suicides happen all the time, but... complete chance that I wound up like this.
It was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? I don't expect it of you. I think it's gonna be thrust upon you. Also, given this angle, it looks like Rabbit Face has the curly, curly braids, like the drill braids.
My new
of
fan
the
art.
Celeste.
It's my Danganronpa OC. Don't steal.
Everything's become clear.
It's a gender swap version of him.
The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Because it was Monokuma. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them, and Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. Like murder. Or
Well,
potentially murder.
I don't think in that sentence she was referring to
Right,
murder.
but that also implied that she would do anything to get back to it.
Right.
For the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She literally meant that.
yeah, she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. That why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. Stop lunging at the dumb bear! You saw what happened. You've been warned several times. You've done this before and were warned. But I'm also slow, so he dodged.
That's enough.
Oh, she intervenes.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. The grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you are magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Wait a
You
second.
did murder someone.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came back all the way, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
That's not. Stop it! I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swat? If it weren't for you, this would never have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, do you awaken your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world.
Perpetuate.
Yeah. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey.
No more begging.
Come on now.
No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I
He
prepared
knew
a
the
very
punishment.
special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata,
You knew it
the
would
ultimate baseball star.
You knew what would happen if he was caught.
Yep, I bet he's like pelted to death with baseballs or something.
No, 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 no,
Well, he is a
no,
baseball
no.
star. What a better way to go out.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
Let me guess, we get some lovely cinematic. Oh, yep, here we go. In 3D.
Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Lovely art. Oh boy. In use. Oh, was I right? He's pelted to death with baseballs, huh?
Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
with a Gatling gun.
With a Gatling gun full of baseballs. Oh, and we all get to see it. Lovely.
Society demands it.
The 1,000 blow.
While not technically violent, this is very violent.
Right.
It just, ugh, it makes me uncomfortable watching this.
Bye-bye. Out of use. Wait, why was Monokuma concerned?
He wasn't.
Well, the happy half of him was. I think we could say he's striked out. Lol. What we saw, well, that was the true factor of despair. True
Factor.
face of
How are
despair.
you getting some of these
I
words?
wasn't even looking at the screen. I stopped looking at the screen and looked over at you, and I saw an F word.
Factor.
Face of despair.
The true factor.
I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme.
Yeah, I guess. Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you have to do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
However, if every person gets on board with that,
Then we also don't know what happened to our families.
you don't know
or
what
whatever.
happens to your family. He'll just make up motives.
Yeah, he'll come up with a different motive.
Because he's bored.
Damn you!
No, you didn't say damn you, you said fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
what the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in that case, a dark, awfully secret society type of bear.
Well,
So why are people? Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
Hey, I don't think what you're saying. I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. No, you're not, because then you'll die. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. So he's not the only one watching us. This is probably like a reality TV show.
Or explain all the cameras.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Like a reality TV show? Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I
Listen.
told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you could know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
so
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
Are we struggling with these words?
I'm struggling because it's hot as hell in this room. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
See, she's nice after
Hey.
all.
By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. Huh? Just kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. That's a
Chapter
terrible way to end that. No.
Chapter 1 over. The end.
Ah. We're down to
12 people.
12.
3 people died.
Oh boy. To be continued. Oh boy.
Despair bet.
Oh, thanks. Who am I gonna get that to? Leon? Oh, wait. 1 is the loneliest number.